So you guys are heading to Europe for the first time, is that right? That's for Breakbulk in Rotterdam, is that correct?
Yes, that is right.
Awesome, very exciting. So can you go ahead and give us a little bit rundown of the event? What should we expect? What's going on down there?
Absolutely. So Breakbulk Europe is one of the largest events for shippers who actually move very heavy product, execute big projects. It's also a forum where some of the leading logistics providers in the world come together, be it the freight forwarders, the ocean carriers, the port authorities. So it's a great combination of both the cargo owners, the logistics providers, and the infrastructure providers. But what has happened, Gabby, in the last couple of years to global supply chains, as I think by now everybody knows that supply chains have been massively disrupted. But this has consequently impacted some of how project logistics is executed. So the traditional aspects, how contracts were negotiated, how freight forwarder performance was managed, how shipments were tracked, how the orchestration of traditional logistics activities for these projects were done, have all been rattled at their foundations. So this discussion is going to be one wherein we bring two of the largest engineering procurement construction companies in the world together, one being Fluor Corporation and the other being Petrofac. So the global heads of logistics of both of these companies are joining a panel discussion with e2log, wherein we're going to talk about what kind of technologies are needed for projects today in the transformed world that we operate in. And both these individuals, Cyril Verghese from Fluor and Yasser Al-Yassin from Petrofac, are going to be talking about some of the challenges that these mega projects are facing today. What are the problem sets that need to be solved through the deployment of technology, and what kind of technologies are they looking for? And we're going to be part of that discussion. We're going to be also introducing e2log and some of the work that we're doing within the space and the kinds of problems that we are solving for these mega projects. And the introduction of the concept of having a single digital platform to orchestrate the end-to-end logistics and the order lifecycle visibility for these projects is what are going to be discussed. So it's really exciting stuff. We're bringing a brand new technology to the market, and we're going to be talking about the use cases that this technology solves with two of the largest engineering procurement construction companies in the world.
Absolutely, and it's all in Europe. That's just so many exciting things rolled into one. Awesome stuff. Well, I understand you're going to Shippers Lounge as well, and will that be your first time there? Can you tell us a little bit about that event, what e2log is going to be doing there?
Sure. So e2log is a sponsor of the Shippers Lounge, where all the global shippers come to relax, hang out, have coffee and drinks. They're going to get a chance to talk to the e2log staff about our platform, probably a little bit more about what happened on the roundtable. And throughout the event, we'll be there having conversations, having discussions around our platform and how it can help them. And Mark certainly can talk more about what we're going to be showing in the lounge, but we're excited by that for sure.
Absolutely. So Mark, could you tell us a little bit about what you're going to be showing at the lounge?
Yeah, we're going to be demonstrating the capabilities of e2log to really meet the needs of project logistics companies, right? And as Adolf said, these guys are moving some of the biggest, nastiest, most difficult things in the world to some of the most difficult places to get them in the world, right? And so traditionally, the technology in this space has been very sparse. And there's a lot of great technology for moving containers around the world and e-commerce and all this stuff. But when it comes to project logistics, it's a hard space to crack. But interestingly enough, we got our start in project logistics. So while we do container shipping and all that stuff as well, we're actually really well suited for this oversized, difficult to move cargo. But on top of that, we've built this great analytics platform that really allows these project companies what we would call like a project level control tower. So they can oversee these operations, and these are like big, huge, multi-billion-dollar projects that these companies are running with thousands of people on the ground. And so really, we want to demonstrate how they can use our technology to get better see what's happening day to day and really gain or regain control of those operations to basically more efficiently do everything that needs to be done to relative to these projects.
Absolutely. So you guys have Breakbulk Europe 2022 and you have Shippers Lounge. What great opportunities to showcase just what e2log is really all about. Show them your stuff.
Yeah, we're excited. I think the one thing I would add to that is I think we're probably the only software company over there that has this kind of level of understanding of the space from a global logistics perspective. So we're excited to kind of share that with people who have not met us yet. Just looking forward to that event for sure. And obviously the roundtable and that Shippers Lounge will give us a chance to meet with people both in a forum like the roundtable, in a casual way when they're having coffee and maybe some harder drinks in the evening as we speak with them as well. So we're excited for sure.
I'd like to just add to that, the project logistics space has typically been resistant to change. And there is a sort of philosophy that our business is different and technology cannot do what humans have done for the longest time. And we're going to challenge that conventional wisdom through the introduction of our technology. So in that respect, it's going to be fun to be able to talk alongside some of the largest shippers in the world. It is going to be exciting to introduce our technology to the world and talk about use cases about how this industry, which has been in this low-tech mode for decades, is going to be transformed with the introduction of our technology. And having the ability to show these demos, talk about these use cases, and also talk about some of the core development journey that we've been on in the process of building this technology alongside one of the largest EPCs in the world is going to be a lot of fun.
No joke. I mean, an introduction and the biggest shippers in the world, like you guys have a lot on your plate, and I know e2log can handle it. So very exciting stuff. And thank you so much for joining us for today's podcast episode of Simply Shipped, brought to you by e2log. If you'd like to learn more about what e2log does and what they've been up to, please visit their website at www.e2log.com. Thanks for joining us.